I'm Jennifer from House's Rock Prints. I wanted to show you the third video of putting together the file folder, antique file folder journal. I'll show you all the pages. I got them inked in the middle and around the edges, all cut and glued together. Gonna make them the right direction now, and while I'm doing that, you can see how they look. I think I must have them upside down. Yeah. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I probably should turn it back the okay. It's already bit in the middle. 7. Oops, it's upside down. And while I'm doing it, I'm making sure all the edges are glued down. Like I said, sometimes the glue will dry. It's not that the glue is not sticking. With big surfaces like this, sometimes the glue dries before you get it all together. That was 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 'Make sure this side's down. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe I grabbed the wrong glue a few times. Maybe I should glue it by ironing. Oh boy, I'm gonna recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I was right. And then 15. So I got 15. I'm going to see what I want to do here. Do I want one big... No, I don't. Because if you do one big signature, then they're going to graduate up like that. So what I'm going to want to do is do at least 2. Okay, so I went with 3 because that's even number. 3 and the 15 is 5, so I have 5 pages, large pages on each one. So that makes 10 on each one. 10, actually it makes it more than that. If you're counting each side, whether you're counting the back, that makes it 20 on each one. Okay. Then I'm going to get my holes made. Okay, I went and I got one of my bookbinding templates to make the holes with. If you're interested in having these templates to figure out where your holes are, head on over to the shop and look up bookbinding templates. I have them in different sizes. This one's the 9" in a quarter. And I'm just going to modify it to fit our journal here. Actually, let's see. We're going to have 3. Hold on. That one with 3. Right here. It's the first time I've used my templates. I just made them. Forget what I got. Now this is going to be a lot smaller binding, so I'm going to have to figure out how this is going to work. They're really not staying where they need to be. I'm going to shuffle them and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, that's better. Okay. But I don't want that to be my first one. I want a pretty one, you know, like a design thing on it. Let's try this one next. That's pretty good. See, if it just has a little out, it doesn't bother me. That one might be my first one. You just do it to your preference. But I like this one too. I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, so when they're in there, they're gonna be like so. Alright. Now what I used to do when I first started making journals is I didn't bind them with holes. I would sew them in on my sewing machine. And it worked pretty good. Sometimes it would make the paper rip like it had perforated it. So I don't do that much anymore. But I do still sew around the edges sometimes. Okay, let me find my awl. Hopefully it hasn't been misplaced too badly. Okay, I've decided to use this little jewelry file to make my holes in hopes that it will make it a little bit thinner hole. I may have a metal I got 2, 3 of those. Use that one. But I may have a metal sewing needle. I did at one time. It's not showing up. No, okay. Scratch that. We'll stick with these. Alright. Now this is the time you need to have something to keep it stable with. I need to go back to the Dollar Tree and get more clamps. I've let my kids use them, and I used them, and then, so they're all over the house probably, or gone. Okay. We're all makers, so it does havoc on the supplies. Okay, so there are also little cradle things that you can stick your books in. I don't have one. I'll use this little block so I don't poke into something behind it. And I'm just gonna poke straight through my hole here so I can always redo it, reprint this if I want to. Okay, so I think I'm gonna bend it so I can see exactly where it's going over the paper. Yeah, I think that'll work good. So now I can see the line. All right. I probably won't even use this bolt. Yeah, it's easier just to put your fingers like this behind it and push through. Ta-da! There's one hole. Make sure. I think I will clamp this down too. So it won't get out of place. Guess you could use some washi too if you didn't have anything to clamp it with. You had washi. That's one. Two. And 3. Now, I'm going to get my needle out. Got 2 or 3 of these plastic ones. Don't know what happened to my metal ones. Who knows? Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the red one because it's a little skinnier. All right, now I'm gonna pick. Somebody gave me this embroidery floss. I'm gonna pick some of it to bind it with. There's yarn mixed in here. What color? This color might blend in nicely. I think I'm going to use it. just because of the nature of not having a real big spine. In case I mess anything up, it will blend in. Okay. I have a lot of it, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of my strings out. That's one. Two. It's probably way too much, but I don't care. Make sure I have enough. Okay. Alrighty. Now I have all my strings. Got one set of holes. So we need to do the next set of holes. But first I'm going to put this one in so I don't misplace the whole signature or anything like that crazy. Now you can get just metal ones with big holes in them at craft stores or at Walmart sometimes. I don't know about any other stores. That's about all I go to is Walmart. You can probably get them online through Amazon. I'll try to leave some places down below if I can keep my mind on straight. Okay. First, you're gonna go through the middle and then into here. So the next thing we got to do is make the holes for this. Now I'm gonna try to keep it in the same place, or we'll have a problem. So I'll start the first hole. Now I'm going to go a little bit. This is going to be my thing. How am I going to get these in there? And be aligned correctly. So I'm trying to think this out. I think what I'm going to do is all of them are going to use the same holes. I don't know if that's possible. If it's not, we'll rethink. I think it is. So you'll see what I mean in a minute. So now I don't really have to have this. I'm just going to use this block to make this signature to make the holes. That way I don't get wonky holes that I have to deal with. Alright. All done. Now you can see the holes. Ta-da! Alright. So we go in through the middle, not the back, and move it. Okay. We're going through the middle, which I already said. And we're gonna leave a tail. I don't know why I tied it in a knot, but I can always clip that in a minute. It's good. I'm gonna hold it. Go through the top first. Go through the bottom. Nope, not I don't think. And pull that over to the side. Go back through the middle. Pull that down here now. Then come back through the bottom to the top. Where the clamp would have came in handy if I would have used it. But if you didn't use a clamp like I did, just find your hole and line it up. You can just push your needle through on the table. And there you are. Just clip it all. Clip that knot off. And you don't have to have double thread. If you have a thick thread, I just did today. I don't know why. Okay, all done. Now after these, you can tie things onto them, make them look neat. Or you can just cut them short. Like you can tie a button. Something like that. I've got lots of buttons. Or you could even glue a button. So I usually leave the thread in my buttons, cut off a little bit of the material when I'm saving buttons off of old shirts and stuff. And see, it looks like it's all threaded and you don't have to thread anything. So that's an idea. Okay, let's go to the next one. Looks good. Make sure everything's straight. Got the next thread. Grab my needle. I don't think I'm going to double thread this time, just because we have to make everything go through the same holes. I want some room. Because we want room, I'm going to try to make these a little bigger before we go on. As it is a file, makes it easier to do that. But if you have an awl, you can get those from Walmart, at least I did, or online. Sorry about that interruption. Now I'm going to grab my next signature of 5. Okay. Now I'm just going to make my holes again. And I really don't want to use this time because I may end up getting my holes off. I'm just going to use it the first time. But if you were doing one that had a spine like that, this would be perfect. You go ahead and get all your holes in at once. But see, I have my holes. What I'm going to do is use something to mark them with. Just line them up like that. Then all I have to do, I'm going to clamp it. Then I'm going to grab my hole puncher. And just eyeball this side while you're punching on the other. Hope you're getting that. Okay. You should get just about right. Or you can line it up with the holes. That'd probably be smarter. Once you get it. Let me get my spot again. Hold on. It's kind of precarious, as they say. I think I'm poking the wrong thing. Hold on. Where are you? Okay. They're so close together now. Okay. Got it. Line it up. Poke it in. So close. Got it. That is the right spot. Yay. It won't be the end of the world if your holes get misplaced. But it sure does make you feel better about it when it's just right. Go. I'm gonna pull this off for a second so I can make the hole go through. There we go. Then I will put it back. Alright. So this really did come in handy. Hope I'm not confusing anybody, because this is the first time I've done this particular setup. So it's working. Now reclip. Remember starting on that green page. Finding my red needle. Some things out of the way here. Okay. There is my red needle. Is it? Yeah, it's already going through the middle. So far, so good. Then we're going to go through the top. Alright, you get in there. Alright, there it goes. Fish. Back through the middle. Going through all of them. See, same hole. Easy breezy. There, back through the bottom. So using this same hole is going to be easy breezy. I thought maybe it's going to be hard. Not a problem at all. Okay, so this we tie. Always looks kind of funny until you get it tied and they're like, how does this work? Well, it looks fine. You just cut it. last one. We're on the home stretch of getting them in here. So far I've got them all the right direction, which is amazing. Usually I get something the wrong direction. Let's make sure I got the right direction again. Aha! Pictures. Like, do I not have any pictures in this one? Yeah. So they're going to get this one to get there. You're gonna need to get it like that. Hopefully you can see. I'm just trying to stick it way into that corner. Then I'm gonna stick it way into this corner. Just poke it in there. And grab it. There we go. Now we're going to work on the holes. And Mr. Hole Maker. I'm going to find the page I start on. Oh boy, it's always kind of tricky. Okay, got it. Now I've got to line them up again. My marks. Marks should be hidden once we get it all together. Something we can do. See how that it lines up? Now I know I can get my hole in the right space. Oops, except this one there. There we go. Now we're finding the right page again. Okay, there we go. Push that down. There we go. Out. There. Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to put the hole in. I'm going to attempt to put the hole in. Right. Just a minute. Those are moving down. Okay. I'm going to hold it up so that I don't poke it through the back in the wrong place. Okay. Good grip. Okay, there's one. Get my fingers in the back like I showed you, one on each side of where the hole should be. Oh, I better get this clamped down while I'm thinking of it. We don't want to be off. We don't. Okay, I'm gonna pull this out. Put this in. Alright. I know a teeny bit off, but it won't matter. Because once you punch it through, you'll be just straight. You just eyeball this line as you punch through. Then I want to put it aligned. See there? And then put that back on. Alright. And we got to get our string. Through the middle once again. And this one, you can just look at the back. And leave your tail and go through the top. Find your hole. Alright, squirrely. Aha! Got it. Hold that down again. Finger. Okay. Go to the top. Find your hole. Alright, you. Haha! Got it. And voila. Just take this little one over the top, pull it, put your finger there, and it's a little off, but it's not gonna hurt anything. But you try to get the knot all the way close to that hole, close as you can get it. Alright, everything's in. Did you make it? Did you do it with me? Comment down below if you are planning on making this with me. You just want to watch how I do it first, that's fine. But yeah, I hope this has helped you get a journal together, even if it's not with my journal kit, because creating is fun and it helps make the world beautiful, and it helps keep you out of the depression, and maybe it helps someone have a pretty book, or it helps you have a pretty book to write your thoughts in, whatever it may be. There we go. I'm liking it. Next, we'll be decorating anything that we want or feel like we need to decorate. So keep following. This is not the end. Now look how that turned out. It looks fine. And if you don't like that look, you can always put some pretties on the outside. Maybe we'll do that together. But this is how it looks so far.
Until next time, see you later. Bye-bye.